Okay, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Afif bin Muhammad Kamel, and in this video, I'll be presenting my PSM2 project progress for demonstration 2. Okay, so basically, my project is to develop a headwater phenomenon early warning siren and monitoring system by using IoT device. So in my project, I am using Raspberry Pi as my microprocessor and other several sensors that is to be connected to the mobile apps as my smart device. Okay, so moving on to my project objective. Okay, first one, my project objective is to develop and design a headwater monitoring and detection IoT system that is suitable for stream or river environment. So I have already completed the design back in PSM1, and now I'm at 95% of developing my hardware system component. Okay, so my second objective is to develop a mobile application to integrate with the headwater monitoring and detection of IoT system. So this is to ensure that users can have a view of the sensor data and in a more structured and organized way. Okay, that is why a mobile app is needed to be developed. Okay, so the third objective is to demonstrate the whole system on a developed physical model of a headwater event. So the real implementation will take a large number of costs and resources. Therefore, I'm developing a physical model that can replicate the headwater event. And then my final objective, which is the fourth objective, is to test and validate the functionality of the IoT system. This is because I have tested the system individually separately, by means the hardware part first, and then I tested the mobile application with the database. But in the meantime, I have been working on developing the river model to be used for the demonstration of the system. Later in this video, I will show how the demonstration is done for the system itself. Okay, moving on to the project scope. The first project scope is that the system will focus the development based on Ulu Bendul Recreational Forest and Negeri Sembilan. This is because each river have different layout, construction and research that needs to be done. Therefore, I take Ulu Bendul as my main focus of the development for this project. And then next, Raspberry Pi 3 will be used as the processor of the whole hardware component. This is because the Raspberry Pi 3 itself is a microprocessor and low cost, and it is easy to implement the sensor, and it can send the data to and from the sensor to the database. Okay, then ultrasonic distance sensor will be used to determine and calculate the water level of the river for the tides of the river. Okay, the HCSR04 sensor is used as it is low cost and compatible with the Raspberry Pi. The calculation of the water level involves several formula which I have already tested. And then as the next scope, as the large water sensor is expensive, Raspberry Pi water or moisture sensor will be used as a benchmark level that triggers the siren and alarm function whenever the headwater phenomenon occurs. Okay, moving on to the next scope. As the cost of implementing the whole system at the river is expensive, a model of the river will be developed in order to simulate the events of headwater phenomenon and to test the effectiveness of the system. This refers back to my objective, which is to develop a physical model to simulate the system itself. Okay, then my next scope is to test. The test will include the function of the system to produce siren and warning system, to be able to monitor the water level of the river and to have an availability rate which is higher than the downtime rate. This is because the main focus is to provide an early warning siren to users if there is a headwater event that is occurring. And then final scope of my project is that the decision making of the triggering siren will be based on the water sensor detection and not by prediction analysis of a water phenomenon at the location. This is because decision based on prediction may produce inaccurate result. Okay, so basically that is my objective and scope of my project. Next, I will be showing my development progress as of demonstration 2, starting with the mobile apps and then the demonstration with the physical model.
Okay, so this is the mobile application that I have developed throughout this project. Okay, so this is the main login page of the headwater monitoring system, where user can log in by using their specific email and password. If the user is not yet signed up, the user can click on the sign up button or the forgot password button in case they forgot their password. So for guests, they have the same functionality as login user except for generating report. So if they are logged in, for example, once logged in, they are redirected to the river selection page. So at this river selection page, right now we have only 2 river for testing purposes. One is the Ulu Bendo River, which is my project scope, and then Gua Batu Maloi. Both of these are at Negeri Sembilan. So at the drawer, we have the profile page, the home page, which is the river selection page, and then the settings page and back page. So go back to the selection. If we select, for example, one river, we have a few selection. First one is the river details. If we select it to the go to river details, and then this is the details of the river, a specific river, the inquiries, the operation time, the contact number, and then the attraction and facilities offered at the specific river. They can also go to the navigation of the river by clicking the navigation button. They open up a mobile Google Map and then navigate user to the specific river. So if we go back, then we go to the sensor status. Okay, so this is where we want to show the user where the sensors are placed. So if we can see from the map, the sensors are placed far from the siren in order to provide an early warning or early siren monitoring. Therefore, if we click on one of the icon, we can see that there are the name of the sensor, the description, and the status. So how I ensure that the status is active or inactive? By listening to the updates of the database. This is because both of the sensors are continuously updating data into the database. Therefore, if they stop updating, it means that the sensor is either inactive or they are malfunctioned. Same goes to the Raspberry Pi. We can check the status and then also the alarm system. Okay, so that is all for the sensor status page. Back to the main dashboard, and then we can click on the water level. Okay, so this is the main water level monitoring page. So it keeps on monitoring in real time, where in this case I put the threshold to be 3 meters. So if right now the current reading is 1.03 meters, if we change to 2 meters, it will automatically change. So the limit is 3 meters. So if it reaches the limit, it will turn to red. So we can see the highest reading of the day, the lowest reading, the average reading, and the status. So the status is mainly depend on the average reading of the day. So if the average reading is high, the status will be changed to danger and keep with precaution lah. So this is the monitoring of the water level. For the headwater event, we are using the water sensor, so we can click on the red button. It will show the headwater event occurrence. So the figure below is the table where the latest headwater event is occurring, and then the green section will be changed to red in case there are headwater event that is currently occurred. So this is to monitor the current headwater event activities at the specific river. So we can close this tray and then go back to the dashboard. Now we have the reports. The report is the main function of the system. So if we click on the report, it will provide the real-time graph of the water level. So this is a real-time graph. In order for specific user want to select a specific graph or table, they can select that range. For example, they go to 7 April to 11 April, click OK and generate graph. It will automatically generate graph based on the specific date. So for login user or staff, they can export the date as PDF report. They just click on the button and then it is viewed as a PDF report. So this report is saved in their external storage. They can share or print this report. So basically, this is the main function of the headwater monitoring apps. So in case if the user want to update their profile, they can update their profile. So if the user want to go to the home page or go to the settings or even to log out. So basically that is about it for my demonstration 2 mobile application progress. So even though there are still some minor improvement and fine tuning that needs to be done to the mobile app, I believe I have completed almost more than 90% of project progress completion for this mobile app. But I will still try to improve on the integration and testing and features of the mobile apps. Thank you.
Okay, so this is my setup. The big one is my river model, which is I use to replicate the headwater event simulation. And then my main processing unit is the Raspberry Pi, which is used to connect two different sensor, which is the ultrasonic distance sensor and moisture sensor. So the ultrasonic distance sensor is used to measure the current water level, while the moisture sensor acts as a small scale sensor to detect any presence of water. For the alarm section, I am using 3 LED which is placed close to each other, which will trigger once the water sensor detect any presence of water. And then there are also siren where I use a buzzer to be triggered once the water sensor detects the presence of water. So for the ultrasonic distance sensor, it will light up the LED if the distance or the current water level is higher than 2 meter. So we will try to replicate the water detection sensor by using a cup of water, which I will run to the river. So as you can see, now the LED is lighting up and the siren is also light up. At the same time, the application will receive the notification stating that the water is at high level or headwater event is currently occurred. So if I take out the sensor, the LED will stop, the buzzer will stop, and then we will also receive an app notification. So that is my demonstration 2 progress. So I will try to improve on the placement of the sensor and then the detection of the sensor. So okay, to sum up my progress, I have developed the system for more than about 74% of project progress completion. So I have gone through all 4 objectives and I have completed the development of the system using the Raspberry Pi, which is my first objective. And then for the second objective, I've also finished developing the main function and features of the mobile apps. Then the third objective is to develop the physical river model, which I have completed also. Okay, so there are still some minor improvement and fine tuning that needs to be done to the whole system. After that, I will proceed with testing and validation of the function, which is the fourth objective. So that is all for my demonstration 2 project progress. Thank you.